But at the same time, we've seen this worrying trend going on other social media, particularly Instagram. And joining me to discuss this is Saba Armidi, who is the young Imam, one of the UK's youngest Muslim leaders, focusing on breaking down stereotypes and the misconceptions of Islam. I am a big fan of Saba's work. It's all about, yes, challenging misconceptions, but also about promoting peace and love and communities coming together. So I was surprised to see that he had been suspended on Instagram this week. Saba, thank you for joining us. Why do you think you were suspended?
Natasha, thanks for having me. It is a very good question, and you're asking the wrong person, and I wish I had the answer. But what was worrying was I was suspended for 24 hours, 48 hours the first time, and I got a message from one of my friends who's a journalist, and she said that a reason why you could be suspended is because the amount of comments you're posting on people's pages. She said, I know you're posting peaceful comments and you're saying, listen, this is not the way forward and you've got to stop the bombing, but that could be a reason why. So after that, I then toned it down and I was commenting less. And within 7 days, I was then restricted again from commenting for 5 days. Now, someone said to me, it could be because Instagram thinks that you're a bot. But what I found hard to believe was Instagram had verified me themselves and gave me a blue tick. So surely, if I was a bot, they wouldn't have verified me.
Well, that's a very good point.
Yeah, so it is a cause of concern, actually. And you see my work on social media. I'm not promoting hatred and violence. I'm literally saying you've got to put an end to this and you've got to call for a ceasefire because the killing of innocent women and children is absolutely shocking.
Have you heard from anyone else who has had a similar experience of talking about a ceasefire and having their account suspended?
I've seen accounts on Instagram being banned. There's an account, Eye of Palestine, which was totally shut down. My friend yesterday posted a Instagram post from the World Food Programme, encouraging people to donate money, and their Instagram story was deleted as soon as they put it up. So yeah, I have.
And I completely take on board what your journalist friend said about it could be the volume of activity, it could be because some kind of AI glitch which has identified you as a bot. But putting that to one side, what do you think could be the motivation for either banning or shadow banning people who are talking about a ceasefire?
Do you know, I don't know. We live in a world now where actually the only thing that makes sense is to call for a ceasefire. As in, because otherwise, if you don't, this will just carry on, and it just creates a generation of children who are going to grow up and will be prone to extremism, and this cycle of violence and warfare will continue until I'm called the old Imam, not the young Imam. And to be honest, this is the only way forward.
I agree with you. Saba Armidi, thank you so much for joining us this evening. The young Imam there, one of the UK's youngest Muslim leaders. And I do recommend that you give him a follow on social media. He operates under the handle The Young Imam and is working really hard at the moment to help Jewish and Muslim communities see what they have in common, which I think is what the world needs.